What's up, everyone? Zach here, bringing you another Team Taste deck profile. You want taste? Today, I'm bringing you Cynthia's Garchomp, or that new Garchomp Lucario deck. I like the ring of Cynthia's Garchomp. I think that's what it should be called. So, anyways, I'll jump right on into it. So, starting off with 4 Gibbles. Now, we're choosing to play the fighting ones because, spoiler alert, we're going to be playing Brooklet Hill. So, it helps us set up, and never enough's not a bad attack. You discard a draw card and draw 2, so in a pinch you can use it. And then we're playing 2 Gigabytes, so I chose the Sand Tomb one. Sometimes being able to stick something in the active and it makes it so your opponent can't retreat during the next turn. So I don't know, that one might be preference, so really play whichever one you think's better. And then we got 4 Garchomp. So Garchomp for double colorless does 50 anywhere on the board, and then for a fighting double colorless it does 100 plus another 100 if you played Cynthia during your turn. So hits for 200, really good numbers. It's just shy of that 210, so we still need to be playing the choice bands to one shot Zoroarks, but Zoroarks also can't one shot Garchomp because it's not a GX, so it's always coming up short, so you usually have time against Zoroark. Now, a big argument that I've been getting into a lot lately is, should you play one of the fighting Breakpoint Garchomps? For Turbo Assault, it does 60 and you attach an energy from the discard to your bench. So with that, you can even attach double colorless. This deck kind of has trouble if it gets behind on energy attachments, then it can just fall behind. But I think as soon as the fighting Garchomp comes out, the new one, then you can afford to play strong energies, and this one becomes a lot better because for strong energy and choice band you can one shot Zoroark. So then getting into our support Pokemon, we're playing a 2/2 Lucario. Alright, so Lucario searches out any card you want from your deck as long as you have a Garchomp out. So you get a couple Lucarios out, you can search for as many cards as you want as long as you have one Garchomp out. So it's really good. That's what makes the deck work. I think this is wrong. I think you need a 3/3 or like a 3/2 even. You really want 2 Lucarios set up. It's really nice. I just haven't made cuts yet for it, but I have lots of wiggle room in this list. So part of the reason why we're playing the fighting Gibbles is because the Riolus are fighting, so the Brooklet Hills get them also. So it's really nice. And then Lucario's attack for fighting colorless, it does 70, so it's not bad either. If once we can play strong energies, I think the deck gets a little bit better, because then strong energy choice band, it knocks out hits for 120, so really strong. And then we got 2 Lele's for setup, just basic stuff. Also, preference, you can go up to 3, but with this a non-GX deck, I try to avoid playing the Lele's, but having double colorless Lele can serve as an attacker also. Then getting into the supporters, we have 4 Cynthias. The heart of the deck, Cynthia is such a good card, and plus it helps your Garchomp hit 200. So we're playing the Cynthias and playing a Pal Pad to get them back. So then we also have 2 Ends and 1 Sycamore for draw support. If you could play more Cynthias, you would, but obviously you can't. So playing some Ends to disrupt the opponent and Sycamores. And then we got 2 Bridgets for setup. Pretty standard stuff. And then for our stadium count, we're playing 3 Brooklet Hills. Just helps get us going. I find once the deck gets going, it's really good, but trying to get there is the issue. Then we got, for items, 4 Ultra Balls. I feel like I say that too much, but we'll always be saying that. Then we got 4 candies. We're only playing 2 Gigabytes, so trying to get those Garchomps out. And then here's where some disagreement's going to come, and I don't think this is right either, but we were trying out 3 Timer Balls. We were trying to go that, for a moment, the Decidueye Zoroarks were playing Timer Balls to hit the rare candies and timer, the same turn, so we thought, let's try it, and it's really not awful, but when we have to fit stuff like another Lucario line in or another Ryolu. These are probably where the cuts are going to be. We got 2 rescue stretchers. We don't play a super ad. I guess you could play a super ad if you really want. You could get your basic energy back also, but when you play rare candies, I really like being able to rescue stretcher like a Garchomp and rare candy it right away. And then we got 2 choice bands. You need choice bands to be able to hit the 210 and 220. So it's not super necessary to play a bunch of them, but I like the 2 of them. And then we got 2 float stones. Oh, I don't think I went over what Lucario did. Anyways, Lucario searches for any card in your deck if you have Garchomp set up. Any card, once a turn. It's just busted. So, yep, easy there. Then we're playing 1 field blower, 1 special charge to get your double colorless back, 1 pal pad, and 1 random receiver. Right away, I think random receiver can go. It's thought, maybe to try to help set up early game, but it's really just not necessary. You could go even a 2nd pal pad if you want, or just anywhere a 3rd N that isn't random receiver. Like I said, it's just not necessary. So then for the energy count, we are playing 7 fighting energies. So 7 fighting energies and 4 double colorless. Now, I'm playing the high count of fighting energies because missing an energy attachment really can just kind of lose you the game. So decided to play a high count of fighting energies, and that's about it. So yeah, this deck's really good when it sets up, really good when it works, and this list is far from perfect. Timer balls are risky. There's been multiple times where I flip both tails, but there's been a couple times where I flip both heads, and all of a sudden I get 2 Garchomps into Lucario out in 1 turn. And like I said, I think it wouldn't hurt you at all cutting one of these Garchomps for one of the fighting Garchomps. And yeah. Oh, another big talking point, no Guzma. So it's, I don't know, we've discussed it quite often. Do we still want one in maybe, or 2 even, or 1 and 2 pal pads? But if you Guzma, you're not playing Cynthia, and if you're not playing Cynthia, the most you can hit for is 130 with Choice Band and Garchomp, which right now it seems fine that we're not doing it. So as of right now, I think it's fine without it, but obviously feel free to do what you want with your own list. But yeah, it's one of those decks that, like a Greninja deck, if I set up, I can just win any game. But as soon as the E-Hammer start coming, and, you know, so if they E-Hammer and take out all your energy on the field, then you just kind of have to wait 2 turns to attack. So it can hurt quite a lot. But yeah, that's about it. So remember, like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you guys would change in this list, because I know it's not perfect, but anytime you add a coin flip card, it's bound to get a little risky. Do you like the Brooklet Hill with the Gibbles, the fighting Gibbles? I think that's the way. There is the Dragon Gibble that has Ascension, so you can evolve into a Gabite, but if your opponent's not knocking that out on the return, then they're doing something wrong. So yeah, but that's about it for me tonight. So remember, like, comment, share, subscribe, or give me a thumbs up if you think it was good. Give me a thumbs down if you don't like it. So later, everyone.